I'm making this video because I don't know what else to do. But this is about addiction. This is about how much your family's hurting because you're addicted. This is about reaching out and you're trying to help. You're trying to give a lifeline. You're trying to do anything and go to bat for those people. And then at the end, when they are in jail and about to go to prison, there's nothing that you can do and nothing you've tried has helped. But this is the journey that your family members are on. I'm a sister of a person who's addicted, and I hurt daily. I have physical pain, and I break down like this and pray and cry just to get through. But today I'm at the probation office to talk to my brother's probation officer about recommending rehab, since my brother seems interested now in rehab, instead of him being incarcerated, asking the probation officer to put in a word for that. And his probation officer wasn't there, but I was basically told that, they can talk to the judge about that, but that, now that his back's against the wall, of course he wants to go to rehab, and that's not something they normally do, because he should have been trying to go to rehab before he was faced, with jail time. And that is, I'm sure, that is true. I understand that. I completely get that. At the same time, if there's one chance, if there's 0.001% chance that my loved one going to rehab will help him and will help him be free, to me, it's worth it. And if there was 1% chance that he could have a chance to break free from addiction instead of the taxpayers paying for him for 6 months to a year, I think that would be worth it, because he's a nonviolent offender. He's hurting himself. Number one, he's not a violent offender, and he's not a sex offender. He's a sick person. He's sick with addiction, but he's not out hurting other people. Emotionally I'm hurting, but he's nonviolent and he's non-sex offender. So I feel like that they should give him that chance, and they may not see it that way. The problem is now it's just the pain. I'm just hurting and I'm just upset, and it's just the ugly cry and everything it is. It's not just me, it's his mother, and it's just the people that are close to you. They're hurting. If you're doing drugs, if you're addicted, if you have alcohol addictions, if you have drug addictions, if you, some people are functioning with these addictions and okay, everything's okay right now, but eventually you're going to hit rock bottom. Eventually you're probably going to lose your job. Eventually you're probably going to you could even be homeless. Eventually you could be arrested. And trust me, this is what your family's going to go through. And it's not pretty. And I think it's easier on the addicted person than it is on the family, because it is like a pain. It is a heartbreak. Like your heart is hurting. And if you're addicted, please get help. Get help before it's too late. Get help before you're in prison and you can't get the help you need. And because you deserve a good life. You deserve everything that God has for you. There's wonderful things in this world. There's love and kindness. There's people who love you. There's hugs. There's put the addiction down and pick up your Bible. Get in rehab. Find the love of God. And there's wonderful things that when people aren't addicted to drugs anymore, there's wonderful things like cheeseburgers and milkshakes. And homemade ice cream, and there's things like that that you can't get in prison. Then there's really bad things that happen in prison. And so I don't know what else to say except I do know one thing, that Jesus is the answer. And I know this is so ugly. This is so pitiful looking, but this is real life.